Blossom Bash Part 1, the day of. 6:45 a.m. Wake up to an email saying that my sub, who was supposed to take over my day 2 classes so I can cross our I's and dot our T's before the big eve, has canceled on me, which means the 2 hours of writing sub plans the night before was all for naught. 8:15 a.m. The notification goes out to staff that says I am one of the teachers absent for the day with an unfilled job, which prompts emails and texts from teacher friends like, "How are you going to be gone the day of the dance?" 8:19 a.m. Send a frustratedly annoyed email to everyone on some, "I'll be there, but here's the list of things I was going to cop, and here's the list of things I was going to get done. This is me lighting the beacons of Gondor." 8:47 a.m. Receive close to 20 responses on some, "I'll take your 9th and 10th period," or "I have a whole pack of those, you can have them," or "I'll pick up the pizzas," or "Don't worry about ice because we can just turn on the machine in the kitchen." 9:08 a.m. Empty the closet that houses deflated volleyballs, musty reversible hoops jerseys, batons, and a dozen wrinkled school shirts, and throw them all into a box that will live on top of my black roll cart until next week. 9:15 a.m. My news kids in charge of setting up after school stop by, carrying their spring sundresses and suits and bags packed with curling irons, lip gloss, and makeup kits, and they stash all of the items into the newly vacant closet. 10:03 a.m. Check my to-do list document from our Cloud9 dance back in February 2020 and see print food handler's card, which not only jogs my memory as to why I was the only one operating the cotton candy machine that night, but also lets me know that when I had a group of 5 kids spinning sugar and serving popcorn at our big school picnic a few weeks back, we did not follow proper protocol. Whoops. 10:18 a.m. Tell my leadership kids to not turn into the Lord of the Flies while I'm gone, and then head to the office to meet with our secretary so I can write up our Costco order of 24 pizzas and 16 36 packs of soda cans. 10:27 a.m. A member of the dance committee comes in and expresses that her stress levels are too high for her to function, and I let her know not to worry because the only mishap we wouldn't be able to overcome is if for some reason the DJ doesn't show up. 10:30 a.m. Email the DJ and make sure he's showing up. 11:06 a.m. Student tells me that he and his girl are fighting, so he needs me to pretend like I'm mad at him and assign him the popcorn duty for the first hour. I have no idea how this helps, but I oblige. 11:22 a.m. Halt the boys group discussion so that the 15 or so present adolescents can meet our secretary at her car in the parking lot. We form an assembly line to transport all the cubes of caffeination from the vehicle to the sole unoccupied corner of my increasingly cluttered classroom. 11:43 a.m. The DJ says he will be there. 12 p.m. Check to see if we have any students with latex allergies in the building. Thankfully we don't because we bought a shit ton of balloons. 12:11 p.m. Dance committee jumpstarts the decoration process, blowing up balloons, hanging the banners they painted, taping and stapling streamers to pipes and door frames, and designing signs that read, "No food or drink in gym." 12:32 p.m. Find a half dozen empty Mountain Dew cans in my recycling bin and subsequently learn that someone came into my room and stole multiple sodas while we weren't there. 12:46 p.m. Attach wires, paper clips, and lights to the paper lanterns that will hang on twine tied between the 4 side hoops and the 2 main hoops in the gym. 1:05 p.m. Visit the lobby to find that the dance committee has wrapped the pillars in brown butcher paper and took more of the brown paper and even smashed some pink paper into dots to fashion limbs and flowers, turning the architecture into recyclable cherry trees. 1:15 p.m. Frantically search for our 2 cash boxes filled with singles so that we have change when the first 5 people in line inevitably pay with 20s. Only find one, so we cross our fingers and hope to make do. 1:38 p.m. Teachers who have not only offered to stay late and chaperone also offer to cover me during their prep, which is how education works. Good people have to do great above and beyond shit in order for things to be all right. This allows me to head to Fred Meyer's to buy more streamers and tape. 2:09 p.m. Stop home to grab the massive ball of twine that lives in our garden shed next to the rat traps and slug repellents. 2:21 p.m. Read an email informing me that due to some extensive detective interrogation and film study, admin has identified the sticky-fingered soda bandit. 2:37 p.m. Notice the wireless mic port is broken on the karaoke machine, so I pull out my box of random cords and power strips in search of an XLR to 1/4-inch adapter, which would allow us to run one of our SM58s through the sufficiently sized speaker. 2:45 p.m. Karaoke is a go. 3:04 p.m. Print out the checklist document and embark on one final practice run of our after-school setup schedule with the members of the dance committee. 3:38 p.m. The soda thief tracks me down to apologize, and while I care more about sorries that are shown over sorries that are said, I ain't got time to disseminate that lesson, so I just say, it's all good, man, and dead it. 3:49 p.m. A random student wanders into the lobby and pops a balloon, which jogs my memory as to why I normally don't buy inflatables for these things. 4 p.m. Even though I told the kids 2 weeks ago that they had until the end of the week to let me know if they had peoples that wanted to stay after school and help, student after student approaches me asking if another friend can kick it. I say no to all of them. 4:05 p.m. Stand guard in front of the pillars to ensure no handsy 7th grader comes through and rips our paper cherry trees down as everybody marches towards the buses. 4:20 p.m. Gather in my room and divvy out instructions, letting the 50 or so students know that if they have questions, they are to ask a member of the dance committee first. They're nervous and excited, and the dance committee is freaking out a little bit on some, what if people say they hate it? But people always say they hate it, and the same ones who say they hate it are the same ones who say they'd never go in the first place, and they're the same ones who show up in their Sunday's best, all the while telling everyone how stupid things like this are. 4:51 p.m. Make students promise me that they won't fall from either the 10-foot ladder as they hang the twine and paper lanterns off the hoops or from the 50-foot bleachers as they tape the Blossom Bash banner up. 5 p.m. Begin to think that we should have tested the cotton candy machine since the operators and administrators said that when they shut it down last time it was smoking. 5:12 p.m. Knock out a couple Disney animated movie bangers on the mic for cafeteria karaoke sound check. 5:30 p.m. Signs are up, paper lanterns are luminescent and lifted, DJ is bumping in the gym, streamers are dangling, soda is chilling, tables are covered, mops and wet rags are waiting, gates are shut, walkie-talkies are synced, water jugs are filled, paper cups are stacked, Mac computer cameras in my class are acting as mirrors for the 20 boys and girls and non-binary students applying eyeliner and blush. But the pizza is not here and kids are hangry. 5:47 p.m. Pizza shows up, but instead of the Costco that the school nurse was picking up, we get delivery from a high-end restaurant. After the dude with the stacks of pep, veggie, and sausage and I deliberate whose pizzas those are, we figure out that normally the after-school program gets pizzas on Fridays, but the after-school program canceled tonight due to the dance. Dude says, they're already paid for. Take them. I yell and tell the kids who set up to hurry and eat this pizza before we unlock the front doors and admit the swarms of students now gathering at the front entrance. 5:51 p.m. Our school nurse, who has greatly surpassed her paid duties for the day, shows up with the 24 Costco pizzas. 5:55 p.m. Hundreds of kids are outside like it's pregame at a concert for, I don't know what's popular right now, BTS, Bieber, Olivia Rodrigo, Billie Eilish. I'm sure we'll hear music from all four tonight. Some students have come as couples, complete with prom attire, boutonnieres, and corsages. Some students have come alone, dressed in cool company, business casual. Some students have come with friends rocking Winnie the Pooh pajama onesies. 5:58 p.m. Notice two of our new admin wearing their worry on their faces as they've never been here for one of these and we're the only school in the district who has them. Y'all good? Lucas, how crazy is this going to be? One asks. It's going to be wild and chaotic, and people will be crying in the bathroom and throwing up antifreeze-colored liquid vomit from taking down too much soda, but nobody is going to be assaulted and nobody is going to die. So it'll be fine. That's where my experience level is these days. If most everyone is having fun and nobody dies, it is a successful middle school event.